Hey everyone, Journeyman here, and welcome back to Save Our Lions. Today is part 3 of this mini-series, and we are going to channel our inner Mike Basset, and we're going to play some effing 4-4-2. Hey everyone, Journeyman here, and once again, welcome back to Save Our Lions. So obviously, based on that introduction, and what I plan to do for these two games, they're essentially meaningless, pointless friendlies. We take on Spain to finish off the International League division. In our division, as he already qualified, we qualified with ease, didn't even concede a single goal. And so we're through to the next stage of that. But then we also have a quick friendly after that against Austria. Austria, obviously, they're not one of the top teams in Europe, got some quality players, but I thought, you know what, let's have a bit of fun. Let's try some old-fashioned English 4-4-2. Now this is how I'm going to set the lineup for the next two games. I'm going to try and win a game and see how things look in a good old-fashioned English 4-4-2. So we're going to use a cautious approach here in possession. You're going to see that we're going to hit early crosses in there. We're going to play for set pieces. We're going to direct pass, and we're going to use a target man today, obviously. Slightly higher tempo. Again, this is not an exact science. This is something I'm going to be working on the side to try and find an old-fashioned English tactic that works in Football Manager 2019. Obviously, a lot of football is now played to ball to feet. Obviously, there's a lot of a tiki-taka, control possession, that kind of stuff. Not so much this. As you can see, a lot of long ball stuff. Take long free kicks, distribute the target man, counter attack when we want possession, regroup when we've lost possession. Out of possession, I put a lower line of engagement and a standard defensive line here. So this is what we're going to work on for now. Obviously, it will adjust and change as I find a bit more stereotypical English tactical styles, I guess, and I get used to the tactics engine because I'm still working this stuff out. It's been 2 weeks, I probably should have head down by now. But anyway, so going into today's game, first and foremost, we're up against Spain. Haven't selected my team yet. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to join you just in the eve of that fixture. I'm just going to take a quick look briefly over the youth teams. Let's start at the under-19 teams, look at some potential players for the future. Let's start by ability first and foremost. So you have a right back here, Gary Robson, 2-star ability right now, potentially a 3-star player. Definitely has the mental attributes, as you can see, from a young age, as well as physical. I have Ian Richardson here, as you can see, very, very pacey winger here. Lots of determination, flair, teamwork is good, free kick taking is solid, crossing's good. Crossing and pace, that's very rare to find in a winger nowadays. Now we have George Armstrong of Manchester United here. Lots and lots of pace. Strength is 14. That's pretty good for an 18-year-old. Determination 15. Marking 14. How's the position? And it's 12. That's not too bad at all. So this guy could be a pretty solid player. All right, then we have Sean Steed, who apparently is a pressing forward here. Lots of stamina, determination, very high, a driven individual. Composure of 15, which is really good to have for 18-year-old. Strength is 15. Pace is 12. Acceleration 15. So he's pretty well-rounded already. Could do with a bit of work technically though. Finishing's only 9, long shots are 9, passing 7. That's something that definitely could be worked on, but he is a 5-star potential talent. All right, let's take a quick look at this under-21 team. Obviously, we mentioned in the previous episodes, obviously Thomas Peck, he's on the knocking door for England already. He's pretty much a very, very well-rounded striker to begin with right now. Composure 16, pace, acceleration, stamina, it's all there really. He's a really good advanced forward. Positioning could do with a little bit of work. Off the ball 13, that's pretty decent. Finishing could do a little bit of work there, 11. But overall, for a 17-year-old, I think this kid is going to be something special. Obviously, another player that we had was Kingsley Bello. We took a look at him, left back of the future here for England. Yeah, no doubt about it. Guy is uber talented already, and it wouldn't surprise me if he broke into the Man United team this year at the age of 17. Ryan Sessegnon, obviously, we haven't taken a look at him. Instead of the wonder kid, I actually tried to sign him in the summer, but unfortunately I ran out of money. I couldn't raise the funds, and it was for a bargain price as well at 19.5 million. I feel like not getting hold of him is really going to bite me in the butt down the line. All right, one of the surprise players coming through, by the way, now is Faustino Anjorin. He is an attacking centre midfielder, can also play anywhere through the middle of the park. As you can see, from centre half to centre forward, can also play it wide a little bit. Highly driven and determined individual, very well-rounded physically. Currently a 2-star player, but potentially be a 5-star overall talent. Right now, only valued at £72,000. I'm not sure where this kid came from exactly. He came from Chelsea. Obviously, he's a very, very talented individual, and I think if he got some regular first team football and maybe the Championship or League One level, this guy could turn into a really, really special talent. And he's one of those players that you kind of overlook a little bit in the Wonder Kid shortlist, but the guy has all the tools there to be a really good player. All right, here's Simon Dawes. Now, he's probably going to be the next great England centre-half here. He's acceleration, he's got strength, jumping reach is not great, but he's 6'1", he should win a majority in the air. Heading 16 already, tackling 15, marking 12, positioning 14, determination 12, bravery 16, which is great to have as a centre-half, concentration 11, decisions. This kid is going to be a very, very special talent. Yeah, no doubt about that. He actually made a game for Man City last year in the Premier League, came off the bench. Just overall, a very, very talented player. No doubt he'll be the anchor in a few years' time for our England team. All right, so after the 4 games we now had in charge, we didn't actually move up in the rankings, as you can see. We are still currently in 7th spot, just a few points, though, behind Germany in 6th, and about 30-odd points ahead of Croatia, currently in 8th place. So as you can see, we're in a top 7 situation in the world. That's actually a pretty solid start, and we take on Spain today. If we get a victory today, we're definitely going to be leapfrogging then, I'm sure. All right, so here we go, up against Spain. Playing 4-4-2, as I mentioned, for the first time. Going to be in a good old-fashioned English 4-4-2. So let's go ahead and pick this lineup. So obviously in goal today, Jordan Pickford. Yep, no doubt about him in goal. At right wing back will be Trent Alexander-Arnold. The no-nonsense centre-halves today will be, I guess, John Stones and probably Harry Maguire, I guess, though he's probably best suited to that role. Left wing back, obviously, was going to be Luke Shaw, but he's not fit enough to play, to be honest with you. So Ryan Bertrand will get a start there. Winger, all right, so this is where we're going to find some difficulties, because I've kept largely the same squad that we had for the last 2 selections. That's probably my mistake. I should have thought about this ahead of time. But anyway, Raheem Sterling, I guess, will start on the right as a right winger. Ballwood midfielder in the midfield of probably Eric Dyer, probably fits that role nicely. The box-to-box midfielder next to him, we could do Lewis Cook in there again. He had a really good game. We could also do Jordan Henderson or Harry Winks perhaps. We'll do Lewis Cook because he put in such a good performance against Denmark. Left wing, we're going to do Jadon Sancho, naturally. Target man, who's going to be a target man? Harry Kane. Harry Kane will be the target man. The poacher next to him will be Marcus Rashford. All right, so this is the 4-4-2 good old-fashioned English tactic and good old-fashioned English team that we're going to be using today. Sterling, Sancho, Cook, Dyer midfield, Bertrand, Maguire, Stones, Alexander-Arnold the back, Pickford in goal, and obviously Marcus Rashford, Harry Kane leading the line. All right, so here we go at Wembley Stadium up against Spain. Spain are currently 5th in the world rankings. Take a look at that side in just a moment. I'm sure they've got some very talented individuals, obviously. I just wonder if anyone's kind of taken over positions, the player ratings. Here we go. So let's take a look at the Spain side real quick. All right, so De Gea's obviously in goal. Caraval is right back. Llorente is through the middle alongside Nacho. We've got a corner kick though. Let's go deal with this first. Ball goes in. Harry Kane with the flick on, and De Gea makes the comfortable save. But let's go back here if we possibly can. To stats, here we go. So Marino's playing up top. I'm not familiar with him. Gerard Marino plays for Villarreal. Yeah, he's a good finisher, good first touch there. He's got himself 7 goals in the Spanish second division. He's only played 5 times now for Spain. Isco, Suso, and Vitolo. Who's Vitolo? 31-year-old, plays for Atletico Madrid. I should know that name, but I don't. Experienced winger, campaigner there. They've made some surprise selections, put it that way. Don't really think it's their strongest side. But anyway, here we go, back to the action here. The highlight is still going on from that corner kick, so it's a long one. Here's Vitolo now to Koke. Koke puts it out to Caraval. He goes past Sancho, puts the ball in. That's a good cross, and it's a goal there for Vitolo at the back post. Didn't know who he was a second ago, but now I know his name. He found the back of the net after all. And disappointing here, 1-0 down early on from a cross. Let's move on to the next highlight and hope it's a bit more positive. All right, here's Eric Dyer now. Picks up the ball in midfield, finds Raheem Sterling. A little bit isolated there. Here's Raheem Sterling going a bit of a mazy run here. Finds Lewis Cook inside. He's got men forward in advance finally. There's Bertrand looking for Jadon Sancho. Good touch from Sancho. It's a great cross, and Marcus Rashford heads it on to the top of the goal. Unlucky there. Great cross there from Jadon Sancho, and Marcus Rashford, I believe, should have found the back of the net. All right, halftime here, and we're not actually playing as badly as I imagined we would. I expected to get absolutely demolished here, playing this kind of 4-4-2 system. But the guys have put in a pretty solid performance thus far. Had a couple of chances, obviously. All right, free kick here for Spain, 70 minutes, puts the ball in. Thiago with the header. Really should have found the back in the net there. And flashes past Jordan Pickford's post. So, we'll make a change. We'll bring off Arnold. Let's bring on Kyle Walker instead. Midfield, we'll bring on Jesse Lingard play right midfield, sure. And instead of Sancho, we'll bring on Grealish. Actually, we can't. We'll make 3 subs. Never mind. I forget that the international cup. You're going to make 3 subs. Oh well, moving forward. So here we go. 15 minutes left to go in this game. Here's Suso with a free kick. Good free kick and a good save there from Jordan Pickford, and easily cleared in the end. So let's see if we can make some magic, shall we? Team instructions. So right now, we'll do shoot on sight as well. We'll do focus down the left and right, and we'll also go very wide transition out of possession. What we'll do is we'll move the defensive line forward, and we'll have a higher line of engagement. Did I really just cancel all that work? Right, move that forward. That's fine there. Transitions, everything the same here. Distribute quickly. Perfect. Attacking width. Oh yeah, it did fucking cancel. Alright, never mind. Shoot on sight. There we go. Transition. What do we do here? That's fine. Let's just do that. Alright, so here we go. Got 13 minutes to go in this game. Might as well go all out attacking here. Try something crazy. Try something new. Ball goes in. Lingard with the clearance. Only as far as Suso. There's Nacho in the box now. Finds Thiago. Come on, get stuck in there. Did a good job, Harry Winks. All right, here we go on the counter-attack. This is where we could be dangerous. Lingard now. He's got Harry Kane square. He finds him. Harry Kane! Oh, Harry Kane. I would have bet my house on him finding the back of the net from there. Damn it, Harry Kane. All right, that was a glorious chance to equalise. Koke with the effort. Oh, Jesus Christ, that animation there. Those ball mechanics. Those ball physics. Absolutely electric this year. As you can see, the ball whipped about 5 yards, maybe even 10 yards. That was crazy. Anyway, so about to run out of time here. Looks like it's going to finish a 1-0 victory to Spain. Naturally, in the second half, I predicted that we would lose a lot of possession by going to attacking, and we did. Wasn't a great performance by all count, but then again, I'm using players not really suited to this tactic. They're used to very much the modern day control possession, tiki-taka stuff, not the good old-fashioned hoof it and run after it England style. That's England are known for worldwide. But overall, obviously I'm simplifying that, by the way. I haven't really thought about this tactic too much. I am simplifying what England used to do. Obviously, we invented the 4-4-2 that won us the World Cup and all that stuff. But overall, I'm going to try and stick with it. I might as well work it out as a second tactic. Could be interesting to do as a little side project. Alright, so an injury to Lewis Cook has now given someone an opportunity today, and I'm going to bring up Thomas Peck, the young 17-year-old that I talked about earlier in the episode. The guy's got a 5-star potential, and I think he's going to be the next great football manager regen to come through in the save. So obviously, I'm going to start him. Why not? Throw him in the deep end. We're up against Austria. It's only a friendly. Doesn't matter too much. I'm going to stick with the 4-4-2 though, just because I want to try and make it work somehow. Alright, so here we go. Up against Austria now. Let's take a look at the Austrian team real quick. Let's see who they're playing. Obviously, Anadovic is playing up top for them. We know him very, very well from his time at West Ham. Come up against him many, many times. After that, David Alaba. I'm familiar with him. Left back, plays for Bayern Munich. A little bit of a stud, isn't he? Fantastic overall attacking talent there. Valentino Lazaro. I'm familiar with him somehow. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe I came across him while managing the Bundesliga. Schopf. Seems like a decent player as well. Right back, right midfielder. And apart from that, who's up top with him? Guido Bergstaller. Apart from having an epic name, doesn't look like he's really up to much. Bit of a pressing forward. So yeah, they've got nothing too scary in their side. Obviously, they have got some game winners in their mix, especially this young lad out here, actually, Konrad Lehmer. He's one of the players that popped up on my scouting reports, and overall, he looks a very talented player. Plays for Leipzig, but they want £40 million to him, and he's not really a type of midfielder. I want to spend £40 million. Talented as he is, just not worth £40 million. But anyway, let's go to the England selection first and foremost. So what we're going to do here is we're going to rotate some players around. So Angus going to get his first start in an England shirt. Then we'll do Kyle Walker at right back. Centre half, we'll just do Joe Gomez and Jamal Lascelles, I guess. Luke Shaw at left back. Right midfield today, we're going to start... who should we start here? Jesse Lingard, we'll bring him on there. Forward midfielder, we're going to have Jordan Henderson. Next to him, Dele Alli, I guess? Yeah, Dele Alli is a box-to-box midfielder. On the left there, we'll do Jack Grealish. Up top, target man. We'll leave Harry Kane in there. And next to him, though, I'm going to give a debut and a starting international debut for Thomas Peck, one of the great hopes and futures of English football. So no pressure on you, Thomas. Just expect you to go out there and get a goal today. But all right, so because we're playing Austria at home in a friendly, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be positive, try and control the game at night. So let's get to it. All right, up against Austria at home. Lots of changes to the side. Obviously, I'm looking for a much better performance from the guys today. They did okay against Spain, but I do expect us to play a bit better here against Austria. All right, corner kick here. Grealish is going to win the ball in. Dele Alli with a header. It's off the post, and foul was committed in the box there, but that was a good chance. 25 minutes in there, and we finally got a decent effort on goal. All right, so early goings here. Obviously, we're not controlling possession. I don't think we would. However, we have plenty of shots on goal, and not many from long distance, so we are creating some decent opportunities. So here's Lingard now. That's a great cross, and there's Jack Grealish. Gets his second goal in an England shirt. Second goal of this series in England shirt as well. Cross there from Jesse Lingard. Good assist there, and a simple tap into the back for Super Jack Grealish. All right, so halftime here and 1-0 up. I'm actually playing very well. 9 shots on target out of 12. 49% possession, which actually isn't that bad. Overall, we're playing some very good stuff, to be honest with you. Maybe 4-4-2 isn't completely writ off the walls as far as a future tactic for England. But yeah, overall, very satisfied with that. I will make a change, though. Harry Kane is really starting to struggle out there, 72%. Let's bring in Marcus Rashford, natural replacement there. And we'll keep an eye on Luke Shaw's fitness as well. Not really there either, same as Kyle Walker. But for now, we'll just bring on Rashford for Harry Kane. And of course, yeah, we get to see Thomas Peck, by the way. We all want to see Thomas Peck score. That's all I think anyone wants to see out there. See this young man get a goal on his international debut. All right, so here's Rashford now, taking a shot on from distance. There's Jordan Henderson with a free header inside the box, and that really should have been 2-0. Well worked set piece there from England, and I'm not sure how Henderson missed from that distance, but he did. All right, so 75 minutes on the clock here. We'll make some changes now just to keep things fresh. So Kyle Walker, obviously Alexander-Arnold, Lachelle for John Stones, Harry Maguire next to him. Oh, that's not Harry Maguire, is it? That's Jadon Sancho. Left back, I guess Ryan Bertrand. Right wing, we'll do Raheem. Left wing, we'll do Sancho. Can't make any more subs. Oh yeah, forget it's 7 now. I forgot the 6. They limited that a while ago, didn't they? Was that 6? Yeah, 6 subs. All right. Oh, 7 subs. Mark. Never mind. Can't count. Ignore me. All right. Grealish puts his ball in to Raheem Sterling. Sterling picks it up, finds Grealish again, crosses the ball in, cleared by Friedel. Only Henderson to Rashford. Rashford's got Sterling in the box, and Raheem Sterling makes it 2-0 to England and widens the gap, makes it a comfortable victory. That's only Raheem Sterling's 4th goal for England. Wow. Yeah, he's not got a great record at England level, has he? That's only his 4th goal now and his 64th cap for England. That's not a great record for a very attacking winger like him. But yeah, I mean, I guess I got to start looking at that stuff and making future selections. If you're not performing, then I really should be looking at other alternatives. But it's very difficult to leave out a player as talented as Raheem Sterling. But anyway, 2-0 win. Very comfortable too. Very happy with that performance. No issues at all. No injuries really, apart from Lewis Cook, which was disappointing. But overall, nice, comfortable win of a 4-4-2 formation. So let's see if we have a schedule now. We've got no fixtures scheduled at the moment. We are waiting to hear, though, who we're going to be playing in the International League semi-final. I'm not quite sure when that draw will be. Let's see if I can find out that real quick. All right, so it's going to be on December 1st, which will most likely happen during a Save Our Sense episode. Obviously, we'll talk about that when it happens. But thanks so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a little bit different, obviously, to the last two, how we played our 4-2-3-1, our preferred formation. It was just nice to maybe try something new here. I've used 4-2-3-1 so far in every iteration of Football Manager, and it's worked really well for me. So it's kind of fun to do a different kind of formation, obviously in a no-pressure situation like we had it. And honestly, we did pretty good. We came up against Spain, we were almost equal against them, and then we pretty much dominated from start to finish against Austria. So there is something to playing a good old-fashioned 4-4-2 Route 1 tactic. Maybe that's something I can work on the side as kind of a fun little project. But all right, so there you go. happy so far. Things are going very well for England. Let me know in the comments below. Who should I be considering bringing up to the team? Who should I consider dropping? I'll be interested to hear your feedback on who I should be dropping and bringing up. Obviously, you can't see everything, every bit of information in there, but largely speaking, would you like to see someone replace some of the regulars such as Raheem Sterling, Dele Alli? Do you want me to see you drop those players, or would you rather see me just pick the best 11 and go from there? But I don't know. I want your feedback. Let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone. Goodbye.